bustling streets of historic towns to the quiet calm of snow-capped mountains, the USA has countless places that are sure to inspire your travel dreams. Whether you're looking for breathtaking landscapes, cultural experiences, or cozy hideaways, join us as we count down some of the very best places to visit across America. Get ready to pack your bags and hit the road. Let's start our journey at one of the most famous natural wonders in the world, Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls sits right on the border between the United States and Canada. It's made up of three massive waterfalls: the Horseshoe Falls, the American Falls, and the Bridal Veil Falls. Together, these waterfalls create a breathtaking view as millions of gallons of water thunder over the cliffs every single minute. People have been visiting Niagara Falls for hundreds of years. In fact, it attracts about 30 million visitors every year. Imagine standing near the edge, feeling the mist on your face and hearing the powerful roar of the water. It's an unforgettable experience. For the best views, you can visit the observation decks on the American side. You can even see fireworks over the falls during the summer. Niagara Falls isn't just about water. There are hiking trails, beautiful parks, and picnic spots where you can relax. For a different view, you can cross the border to the Canadian side. From there, you get a great look at the Horseshoe Falls, which is the biggest of the three. The Canadian side also has a tall tower called the Skylon Tower, which has an observation deck and a restaurant with a 360-degree view. Next, we're heading to a place that looks like it belongs in an old cowboy movie, Monument Valley. Monument Valley is on the border of Arizona and Utah. As you drive through the valley, you'll see these giant rock formations standing like silent guardians of the land. Some of the most famous formations include the Mittens, which look like two hands reaching up, and the Three Sisters, a tall trio of spires that almost seem to tell a story. One of the best ways to learn about the valley is by taking a guided tour with a Navajo guide. These tours offer insight into the history and legends of the area. You'll hear stories about how the valley was formed and why certain rock formations are special to the Navajo people. If you visit in the morning or evening, you'll see the rocks light up with brilliant colors as the sun rises or sets. The changing light makes the rocks look almost alive. It's a magical moment that you won't soon forget. Leaving the desert behind, let's head west to the dramatic coastline of Big Sur in California. The beauty of Big Sur lies in its wildness. Here you'll see waves crashing against steep cliffs and redwood forests that seem to reach all the way to the sky. The ocean air smells fresh and salty, and the sound of the waves can be soothing or thunderous, depending on the day. For those who love camping, Big Sur has some of the best campgrounds in California. Spending a night under the stars, with the sound of the ocean in the distance, is an experience that will stay with you forever. In Big Sur, there's a sense of freedom and adventure. It's a place where you can slow down, breathe deeply, and reconnect with nature. Whether you're driving along the cliffs or hiking through the forests, Big Sur reminds you of how beautiful and wild the world can be. Now let's travel to the Black Hills of South Dakota to visit a place where history is carved into the very mountain itself, Mount Rushmore. Each of these leaders represents a part of the story of the United States, its founding, its growth, its development, and its preservation. The idea for Mount Rushmore started in the 1920s, and work on the sculpture began in 1927. It took 14 years to complete, with workers using dynamite and drills to carve out the faces that now look over the valley below. Visitors can learn more about how Mount Rushmore was built by exploring the visitor center and the sculptor's studio. Here, you'll find models and tools that show how the artist Gutzon Borglum and his team turned the mountain into a symbol of American history. At night, Mount Rushmore is lit up, making the faces glow against the dark sky. It's a stunning view, and it adds a whole new level of awe to the experience. Number 05, Aspen. Aspen is a wonderful mountain town nestled deep within the Rocky Mountains of Colorado. This charming destination is famous for being a top winter getaway, drawing visitors from all over the world who come to experience its world-class ski slopes and enjoy its fresh mountain air. One of the best things about Aspen is how many ways there are to get outside and enjoy nature. In winter, the town comes alive as skiers and snowboarders hit the slopes of four amazing mountains: Aspen Mountain, Aspen Highlands, Buttermilk, and Snowmass. Each mountain has its own character, whether you're looking for steep runs or easy trails that let you glide down the mountain at a more relaxed pace. Aspen's lively events scene adds another layer to its appeal. Every year, the town hosts events like the Aspen Music Festival, where classical music fills the mountain air. And the food in the evenings, Aspen's charm doesn't fade. Cozy fires crackle in lodge fireplaces, and visitors gather to share stories of their day's adventures over warm drinks and hearty meals. Local taverns and cafes buzz with laughter and music, creating a relaxed yet energetic atmosphere. Traveling east from the mountains of Colorado, we arrive at Cape Cod, Massachusetts, a magical peninsula that curves out into the Atlantic Ocean like a welcoming arm. Cape Cod has long been a favorite summer destination for people looking to soak up some sun, breathe in salty ocean air, and enjoy a slower pace of life. The Cape Cod National Seashore is one of the crown jewels of the area. One of the most historic parts of Cape Cod is Provincetown, located at the very tip of the peninsula. This town has a special place in American history. It's where the Pilgrims first landed in 1620, before eventually settling in Plymouth. Today, Provincetown is a lively and artistic community, known for its welcoming spirit and colorful streets lined with galleries. Our final stop in this section brings us to the southeastern corner of the country, to the city of St. Augustine, Florida. Known as the oldest continuously inhabited European settlement in the United States, St. Augustine is a place where the past and present blend seamlessly. Walking through its historic downtown, you'll find narrow cobblestone streets, centuries-old buildings, and charming courtyards filled with flowering plants. The city's layout feels like a storybook, and every turn brings a new discovery. One of the best ways to explore St. Augustine is simply to wander. The downtown area is very walkable, with cozy shops and delicious restaurants tucked into old brick buildings. Grand hotels built in the 1800s still stand proud, their towers and spires telling stories of a time when travelers from around the world came to St. Augustine to relax in luxury. What makes St. Augustine so special is how it combines its history with a lively modern culture. Nestled in the far northwest corner of Washington State, Olympic National Park is a natural wonder that showcases an incredible mix of landscapes. This massive park covers nearly 1 million acres and offers visitors everything from towering glaciers to lush green rainforests. That means you'll want to pack a waterproof jacket, as you're sure to encounter misty days or even sudden downpours. But honestly, the rain only adds to the charm. Waterfalls come alive, and the forests seem even more vibrant. Some of the most popular hikes in the park include the trails leading to Hurricane Ridge, where you can gaze out over sweeping mountain vistas, and the stunning Enchanted Valley, famous for its dramatic cliffs and waterfalls. For those who love wildlife, Olympic National Park is also home to elk, black bears, and countless bird species. Whether you're an experienced hiker or just looking for a short, peaceful stroll, there's a path for everyone. Take a moment to stand still and soak in the fresh mountain air, or listen to the sound of the river rushing through ancient forests. In the rolling foothills of North Carolina's Blue Ridge Mountains lies Asheville, a small city with a big heart and a creative spirit. This artsy mountain town has become a favorite for musicians playing guitars and violins, and street performers showing off their talents. You'll find a delightful mix of local boutiques selling everything from handcrafted jewelry to one-of-a-kind art pieces, and of course, the largest privately owned home in the United States. Exploring the Biltmore's vast gardens and historic rooms is like stepping back in time. Beyond the city's creative flair, the natural world beckons. The Blue Ridge Parkway offers scenic drives that wind through the mountains. Whether you're sampling the city's farm-to-table cuisine or hiking to a hidden waterfall, Asheville invites you to slow down and savor every moment. Austin, the capital of Texas, is a place where creativity, music, and, a laid-back vibe all come together. Known for its slogan, "Keep Austin Weird," the city is famous for embracing all things quirky and different. This spirit is clear in its many murals, colorful food trucks, and offbeat shops. Austin is also home to the massive University of Texas campus, which brings youthful energy and a love of learning to the city's culture. But it's not just about books and classes. Austin has earned its title as the live music capital of the world, with hundreds of music venues where you can catch everything from country to indie rock. And no trip here is complete without seeing the pink Texas State Capitol, which towers proudly over the city, and is even taller than the nation's capital in Washington. DC Austin is a city that celebrates individuality, where every street corner offers something new and unexpected. Pittsburgh sits at the meeting point of three rivers, giving it a unique landscape of water, hills, and bridges that seems to rise straight out of a painting. Once known as a hub of steel production, the city has reinvented itself as a center for technology, art, and culture. Old warehouses have been transformed into trendy lofts and bustling galleries, while historic mills are now home to restaurants and creative businesses. Downtown Pittsburgh is marked by a striking skyline, where the U.S. Steel Tower stands as the tallest building, reflecting the city's industrial past. At the heart of this urban space is Point State Park, a green oasis where the rivers come together, and where you can walk along trails or just relax by the water. Pittsburgh's rich history is also visible in places like the Fort Pitt Blockhouse, which dates back to the 18th century and stands as a reminder of the city's frontier roots. Flowing from the mountains of Wyoming, our journey heads west to the majestic Lake Tahoe. Straddling California and Nevada, this alpine lake is a jewel set into the Sierra Nevada and known for its sparkling clear water, high mountain backdrop, and endless outdoor fun. Lake Tahoe's water is famous for its clarity. You can see straight down to the sandy bottom, even from deep away from shore. You'll find world-class skiing at places like Heavenly Palisades, Tahoe, and North Star. When the snow melts, Tahoe becomes a hub for warm weather activities. Kayaking on calm mornings, paddleboarding on sparkling water, and boat cruises that bring you to scenic beaches become the norm. Let's shift south to sunny Southern California, where San Diego sits along a natural harbor on the edge of Mexico. With its warm climate and ocean breeze, San Diego is the perfect mix of laid-back beach life and vibrant city culture. Colorful murals brighten city walls, local fish tacos pack a punch, and surf culture drifts through beach towns like Pacific Beach and Ocean Beach. Beach lovers will find endless options here, whether you're surfing at La Jolla Cove, strolling along the broad boardwalk of Mission Beach, or watching the sunset from Sunset Cliffs. There's something for every mood. Finally, we reach a place that truly takes your breath away, the Grand Canyon. Deep in northern Arizona, carved by the Colorado River over millions of years, this massive gorge is more than a destination. It's an experience. Adventurous travelers can hike from rim to river and back, though that takes planning and caution. Heat and steep climbs are very real challenges. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel by clicking the bell icon next to it. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.